Good morning. It is Wednesday, October 7th. Good to see you. So we're going to continue Jack and the Beanstalk from yesterday. I'm going to start back at paragraph 5. We were talking about the plot diagram, the conflict or the problem going on, or problems. It's the same problem that he's having every time he goes to the top of the beanstalk. And possible theme. Make sure we think about possible theme. And there's that list of common themes in literature that I posted on Monday, and I'll post it again today so we can pick out a theme. Okay. After some days, Jack once again climbed the beanstalk and went to the giant's castle. For the third time, Jack met the giant's wife and asked for some food. Once again, the giant's wife gave him bread and milk, but while Jack was eating, the giant came home. Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread, cried the giant. Don't be silly, there's no boy in here, said the wife. Paragraph 6. The giant had a magical harp that could play beautiful songs. While the giant slept, Jack took the harp and was about to leave. Suddenly the magic harp cried, Help, master! A boy is stealing me! The giant woke up and saw Jack with the harp. Furious, he ran after Jack, but Jack was too fast for him. He ran down the beanstalk and reached home. The giant followed him down. Jack quickly ran inside his house and fetched an axe. He began to chop the beanstalk. The giant fell and died. This is the turning point. Jack finally comes face to face with the giant. He gets an axe and chops down the beanstalk, and then the giant dies, and that ends his problem. Okay? Jack and his mother were now very rich, and they lived happily ever after. Okay? So, we're going to put this all together now. Thinking about the plot diagram, the exposition, the characters, the setting, the background information. So Jack and his mother were introduced at the beginning of the story. That's the exposition. Conflicts, okay? Every time Jack went to the top of the beanstalk, the giant came home, and Jack had to hide, right? The turning point is where Jack cuts down the beanstalk, and the giant dies. The falling action comes right afterwards whenever he takes the giant dies, and he goes back to his mother a happy boy, because the conflict is ended, and him and his mother live happily ever after. The theme, I would think the theme would be something like be grateful for what you have. I mean, look at what Jack went through just so him and his mother could have riches. I'm sure they already had things that gave them sustenance, like they had their cow. But I think that you could be grateful for what you have instead of stealing it or, worrying about it all the time. I think that's a good theme. But you can also think about other themes in your list of common themes. Okay? So, what you're going to do today, I have this little diagram here that reminds you what each part of the plot diagram is. I have a blank one here, and then I have a list of 6 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They fit into these 6 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? These are labeled A, B, C, D, E, F. They are not in any kind of order. One of these is the exposition. One of these is the rising action. One of these is the turning point. One of these is the falling action. One of these is the resolution. One of these is a theme. So what you're going to do is you're going to plug in whichever one, like if A, I'm not going to tell you where it goes. If A, which is Jack and his mother live a rich and happy life, if you think it goes on rising action, you double click and see how the cursor starts blinking? click in this white space, so you're not putting the letter right above there. Click in the white space and write the letter. That's it. Okay? Double click in climax. You see how the cursor is blinking? Click in the white space, write the letter. These are not the correct letters. I'm just using this as an example. You're going to have to figure out which letters go where. Okay? And when you're finished, you're going to turn it in. There should be a turn in button up here. If there's not, Miss Grigsby and I can see your work. Okay? But there should be a turn in button. So that's how you do this assignment. This is to review what each thing means on the plot diagram. Okay? These are the different events that happened. You're going to plug them in where they're supposed to go on this blank chart. Okay? And that's all you have to do today. Turn it in and then read your library book for 15 minutes. Okay? We'll talk to you later.